First, if you haven't been to a horror movie lately, you're in for a big surprise. Today's filmmakers are finding fiendish ways to terrify us that even Count Dracula would have found hard to handle. Now, if you have a weak stomach, you may want to close your eyes as Pat Collins begins his week-long look at The Scream Machine, horror from Hollywood.
It was a cold and windy night. It always happens in the night, doesn't it? Back in the 1800s, British poet Percy Bysshe Shelley invited some of his colleagues to his house, and they decided to spend the evening exchanging scary stories to see who could come up with the most frightening tale. Shelley's wife, Mary, asked if she, too, could join in the contest, but she was told to leave the room. Later, Mary Shelley had a chance to tell her story. And as they say, the rest is hysteria.
It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we warned you.
In the movie Frankenstein, we see only 3 death scenes, and that's including the monster. In horror films today, they kill more people than that before they get through the credits. And they do it up close and personal. The new Hollywood stars are the behind-the-scenes hitmen who are making a killing, arranging lifelike murders. They even have a name for it: graphic repulsion.
A lot of effects that have been done to the dead weren't in the script. We would sit around at night and think of various ways to kill people, which was my job. You know, there was all these zombies and Dawn of the Dead killing people off. So they had to be interesting and build, you know, as they went along.
Last year, movie makers killed more people than World War II. They were cranking out horror films at a record pace. Every 2 weeks, some new deaths, some new destruction, and many movie fans couldn't wait to see what was coming next from the Scream Machine.
Here's Johnny!
You just watch it and you say, this can't happen to me. I wonder what it's like for somebody else to get killed, and it's very comfortable, and you're very happy sitting there smiling at the screen, or laugh, if you can laugh at it, watching somebody else get killed and saying, oh boy, it's not going to happen to me, but look what they're getting into. Those people are stupid and I'm smart.
For reasons known only to the film gods and maybe a few psychiatrists, we enjoy being scared. We even pay for it. But the screams don't come that easy anymore. In the 50s, we got bored with Frankenstein, vampires, and things that go bump in the night. So the Scream makers used gigantic creatures and invaders from outer space to lure us back into the theater so they could frighten us away again. In the 60s, it was psycho horror, the thought that your next-door neighbor might have 4 or 5 personalities, and one of them might be out to do you in. In all types of horror films, there is one common thread: death. Death is the one mystery of life that frightens even our most sophisticated friends. But ordinary death doesn't do it anymore. We've grown up close to death. The war in Vietnam brought it into our homes every night. Real-life horrors of Gacy, Speck, and Manson made us even more immune.
But technology has come to the rescue of the movie makers, giving them a chance to offer us death with a difference tomorrow. We'll show you how it's done. Joe?
I think it's that decline and fall again. We're going to have, by the way, the address for the...
When